Greetings everyone, and thank you for joining us for this week's edition of GTV. I'm Don Valiant, and this is the news from Gyeonggi Province this week. The larger hospitals in the province have been involved in the operation of the Circular Hospital Emergency Duty System to facilitate better accessibility to emergency medical services during nights and holidays. Originally initiated by the Gyeonggi provincial government in cooperation with hospitals, the system was recognized for its effectiveness at the 9th National Emergency Medical Services Promotion Conference, during which it received an award of merit. Gyeonggi Province was the first to have introduced the Circular Emergency Duty System. With this award, the effectiveness of the system in saving the lives of residents has now been affirmed.
우리나라 응급의료를 개선하기 위한 정책을 경기도에서 시범적으로 시행을 하면 그게 성공을 한다면 전국에다가 다 적용할 수 있는 가능성이 높습니다.
The Circular Medical Emergency Duty System is currently in place at 4 regional hospital groups consisting of 62 hospitals. The Gyeonggi provincial government recently added 7 hospitals for residents in rural areas.
올해까지 응급의료기관에 대한 지원과 네트워크 사업을 하였으면 내년도에는 도민들에게 심폐소생술 교육이든가 도민들의 그 인지식 제고에 더 많은 노력을 하겠습니다.
With a targeted hospital compliance rate of 100% and a successful treatment rate of 60%, the Circular Medical Emergency Duty System of Gyeonggi Province is an exemplary system that is expected to spread throughout the nation. 10 years have passed since Korea signed its first free trade agreement. Over the past decade, small and medium-sized enterprises have had a particularly difficult time adapting to the new business environment. While free trade agreements have opened up new opportunities for some enterprises, others are confronted by greater difficulties due to a lack of resources in securing specialized personnel and information. To help such enterprises better cope with challenges and opportunities, the FTA Utilization Support Centers in Gyeonggi Province have been operating the FTA General Academy.
국내에서 어떤 사업을 한다는 게 판로가 좀 여의치가 않아서 너무 경쟁이 되고 또 대기업 위주로 흘러가다 보니까 좀 수출 쪽으로
The center provides managerial level education, and the participants are eager to learn because they came here driven by their own necessity.
최근 확산되고 있는 FTA를 잘 활용할 수 있게끔 그 기본이 될 수 있는 수출입 물류, 그리고 그 기본법인 관세법, 그 다음에 품목 분류, 세율 등에 대해서 교육을 하고 있습니다.
In addition to academic subjects, the education also includes trade practices such as contract drafting. One byproduct of the education is increased confidence.
좀 더 많은 업체들의 참여를 독려하고자 그 지역적인 범위를 좀 더 넓힐 계획에 있고요. 그 부분들을 반영해서 내년부터는 좀 더 다양한 커리큘럼으로 구성할 계획에 있습니다.
The education courses of the FTA Utilization Support Center are geared to prepare business people working with overseas partners with better knowledge and skills. A painter in Gyeonggi Province recently opened an exhibition of her artwork which was drawn not on canvas or paper but instead on rough cotton cloth. A GTV reporter was there. The trunk of a pine tree with a turtleback pattern is as vivid and realistic as the red flowers of water lilies. All of these pictures were drawn on rough cotton cloth, a coarsely woven material traditionally used for more practical purposes than clothing. Invoking the past, the characteristic tints and texture of the rough cotton cloth adds the aura of traditional Oriental paintings. Titled Painting on Gwangbok, this exhibition by artist Jang Ye-ja at the Osan Arboretum drew the interest of many visitors.
천에 그린 것을 처음 봤기 때문에 종이에 그렸던 질감보다는 좀 다른 느낌이었고요. 소재도 일상 우리가 보았던 것들이어서 되게 편안하게 관람했던 것 같아요.
Some of the subjects include cushions, pouches, and other items that can be easily seen around us. All of the pieces, as well as the pictures drawn on them, are of traditional Korean style.
모든 분들이 예술을 어렵게 생각하는데 그래도 쉽게 강목으로 접할 수 있게끔 일상적으로 누구나 다 그릴 수 있게끔 하기 위해서 전시를 준비했어요.
Rough cotton cloth was also used as a drawing canvas by some artists during the Chosun dynasty. Like Zhang, they generally presented everyday subjects such as flowers and plants, as well as landscapes and people's lives. The Gyeonggi International Ceramic Biennale ended with great success, drawing a large number of visitors during its 51-day run. Success was also realized in terms of profit and international recognition. Although this year's Biennale started with a smaller budget than the previous event, the number of visitors doubled to nearly 200,000. The proceeds from entrance fees, which amounted to almost 2.3 billion Korean won, will be reinvested in ceramic industry development projects. 779 ceramic artists from around the world were invited to this international event, which has become a showcase of international trends in modern ceramic art. In addition to the main international event, exhibitions of rising young artists from around the world and the International Ceramic Workshop were deemed to have broadened the spectrum of the Ceramic Biennale in Korea. The great increase in the number of visitors this year is attributed to various entertaining and educational programs for the public, including the Kids Biennale, as well as other programs for families. This year's Biennale showed great potential for the popularization of ceramic art.
단순히 미술 행사로서 1년에 한 번씩 하는 것이 아니라 아예 1년 내내 365일 관광지로서 자리를 잡기 시작하는 징조 아닌가. 그래서 많이 고무들되어 있습니다.
The organizers of the Gyeonggi International Ceramic Biennale plan to incorporate additional means of promoting Korean ceramic culture during subsequent events while continuing to lead world ceramic art trends. As the first anniversary of the 18th presidential election approaches, the ruling party of Korea organized regional open forums to review progress regarding the regional campaign pledges it made during the election. For the first time in Korea, the ruling party organized regional commitment implementation special committees to oversee the regional reviews. 8 major commitments were discussed at the Gyeonggi Province Forum.
확실하게 우리 경기도 예산 챙겨달라 하는 의미에서 공약을 어떻게 실천해 나갈 것인가 하는 것을 논의하게 됐습니다.
The first topic of discussion was the traffic problem faced by 12 million Gyeonggi residents. The first speaker, Professor Chae Gi-ju, presented his assessment of the GTX rail line construction progress.
GTX는 약간 한 중간 점수 정도를 줄 수 있고요. 이제 수서발 KTX는 좀 늦게 시작했지만 오히려 조금 점수를 잘 받고 있고 수도권 교통 대책은 어떻게 보면은 좀 점수를 더 못 받는.
Attendees generally agreed on the necessity for GTX as well as its budgetary limitations. The Ministry of Land and Transportation representative stated that implementation will continue with priority given to areas with greater anticipated benefits. The next topic, the development of the northern Gyeonggi region, followed.
휴전 60년대 동안에 나는 조상 때부터 받아온 땅을 재산권 행사도 못했다. 여기 편속관 하나 고치려도 도대체 군대에서 작전 동의를 해줘야 되는데 안 해준다.
Other presidential campaign pledges that were discussed included the establishment of an ecological belt in the demilitarized zone, the construction of Universal Studios Korea in Hwasong City, and the development of Hallyu World at the MICE complex in Goyang City. A modern version of Santa's sleigh has appeared in Gyeonggi Province, delivering food and winter gear to those who are living in difficult situations. Only, in this case, it is a 1-ton truck instead of a reindeer sleigh. A yellow truck arrives at this narrow alley. With the name Hope Delivering Carriage written on it, it came to deliver food items and winter gear to Ryu Chang-soo, a solitary senior who has lost mobility due to a spinal condition.
내가 직접 가서 가져오지도 못하고 무거운 것도 못 들어요. 참 이렇게 갖다 줘서 여러 가지로 고맙고 여기 있는 물건은 다 나한테 필요한 거야.
E-Mart has been operating this charity truck on its own under its social contribution program. This year, the company decided to work with Gyeonggi Province to ensure more effective operation.
지자체하고 연계해가지고 지역에 어려운 처지에 있는 분들에게 우리 주부 봉사단들이 곳곳을 누비면서 이 희망 배달 마차를 지금 시작을 하게 되었습니다.
The Gyeonggi Council on Social Welfare has taken over operation of the service for the next 2 years using funds of 810 million Korean won donated by E-Mart.
이런 사업이 한 번으로 끝나지 않고 지속적으로 진행이 되어서 대한민국에 사는 모든 사람들, 경기도에 사는 어려운 분들이 따뜻한 마음으로 겨울을 날 수 있었으면 좋겠습니다.
From this month, the Hope Delivering Carriage will visit the 31 cities and counties of Gyeonggi Province, delivering gifts of hope to those who fall in the blind spots of the social welfare system. An estimated 25,000 households are expected to receive donated goods through this service over the next 2 years. The Ministry of Land and Transportation recently announced its basic railroad construction plan, which includes the Hanam Metropolitan Railway line in Gyeonggi Province. The Hanam line is one of the Metropolitan Railway projects that the provincial government has been pursuing since 2009. The construction of this line is meaningful in that it is also the first Metropolitan Railway construction project of Gyeonggi Province to be implemented. The line will consist of 5 stations and span a total of 7.7 kilometers between Changwoo-dong in Hanam City and Sangil-dong in Seoul on Subway Line 4.
하남 복선전철 기본계획이 확정 고시가 됐기 때문에 내년 상반기에 착공이 되면 2018년도까지 미사지구를 우선 개통할 계획에 있습니다.
Hanam City and the surrounding areas have had serious transportation problems due to a lack of public transportation. The construction of the Hanam line will substantially improve the situation as well as accessibility to Seoul.
지하철이 생기면은 이동하는 이제 하남 시민들이 출퇴근하는 단축 시간도 절약되고 편의성을 위해서도 좋고 아주 좋을 것 같아요.
From the start of Hanam Line project implementation, the Gyeonggi provincial government will work closely with residents in local areas to ensure their satisfaction. Thank you for joining us for this week's edition of GTV. We look forward to seeing you again next week.